Friends, all the onlookers, all the people who had come in from Central American country, everybody erupted, right? And and they were trying to keep order in the place, but it was such a defeat for the U.S. and Canada that there was just this eruption of people up on their feet and uproar, right? But then, as I said, we fought them tooth and nail all through Geneva, and why we were able to defeat them is because we were able to bring more and more allies on board. Africa came on board, the diplomats in Geneva, Latin America, Cuba, the GRULAC, the group of Latin American countries, important Asiatic countries. And so by the time we got to Durban, we had so defied them that all these things that they were tooth and nail fighting against, you find them in here. Everything in here that talks about slavery, about compensation, reparation, anything like that, they fought tooth and nail against it. So by the time we got to Durban now, what was their nightmare? That they would be involved in a conference that seemed to be giving legitimacy to the demand for reparations. They were not prepared to be part of that, so they walked out. So their name is not attached to this. Canada's name is attached to this because the others stayed. The others stayed. They were the only ones who actually walked out. So but the point is, we had defeated them, and we had demonstrated. Mind you, like the Barbados delegation to Geneva is like 3 people. It's about 3 people. The American delegation is about 80, 90 people with doctor this, specialists in that, and specialists in that, and specialists in that. And there's about 3 or 4 of us, right? But if your cause is righteous, if you believe in it, if you pursue it with passion, those sessions in Geneva will start, let's say they start at 9 o'clock in the morning. They might end at 12 midnight. When they come, I'll be there from 9 in the morning to 12 midnight. When they come back at 9 o'clock the next morning, I am there again. I'm there again. And if it goes to 12 midnight, I'm there again. So in other words, because I was not just doing a job. I was doing something that I was convicted about. I am there representing my people. I'm there speaking for 500 years of history. So there's a conviction that comes with that. And you're able to persuade people. And if you have virtually the whole of humanity on your side, and you have isolated America, Canada, Britain, Western Europe, and we will embarrass them, we will isolate them, we will impose that righteous cause upon them. So I know it can be done, right? I know it can be done because of that history. And I am hoping that we are all going to take up this reparation cause very, very seriously. And we are going to use it to unite us, to really work together and to repair ourselves, to learn our history, to identify collectively all those things that are still holding us back, to dismantle them, and to put a demand not for just some little 10-point, but to put a demand for a new world, a new just world order, internationally and within our domestic societies. So but I think we have to wind up because we have to.
I really want to thank you. I really want to thank you all for being here and to thank you for your talk. And to say that if I had my way, we could be here all night. But this is not my building. But I really want to thank you, and I really want us to continue these conversations about reparations so that we can go even deeper. And I'm thinking that we actually need to think about a course on reparations in Caribbean studies. So I commit to thinking about these things further, and I hope that you leave here with the same thing. Thank you.
Thank you. And may I just add this, for the benefit of those who do not know. David has given you a little play-by-play about the struggles at the PrepCom. But Sikaya Thomas sitting over there and David, they have been the engines of reparation.
And Roger Wareham.
And Roger Wareham, yes, and so on. And they continue to be. And all the work and effort that you see the Caribbean governments doing, David Comisong and Sikaya Thomas are in the midst of it.
Thank you, Kingsley. Appreciate that.
So I just want to remind everyone about the National Black Canadian Summit at the Toronto Reference Library on December 4th to 6th, 2017. And Danielle has very kindly, sorry, I had laryngitis and it's still, has very kindly, I think this is the registration information. So if you would like to go, here is the information. Okay.